A wise man once said that there are three important things a man must leave for his children: his photos, his journals, and his library. Well, I know someone out there is probably asking, how about land, properties, and money? Well, I guess those are also very useful. We recently joined Supo Shasore, a lawyer, writer, and former commissioner in Lagos State, to review his book, A Platter of Gold, which is basically the story of Nigeria's making between 1906 and 1960. Interestingly, two of his other published books, Possessed and The King and the Colony, are also history books. We fell in love with his small-sized but well-stocked personal library, so we couldn't help but take a peek. I suspect you will find some of his old books very interesting. Come along with us.
They say good libraries hold special treasures. That has to be true considering the incredible amount of knowledge one can find in a library. Supo Shasore's love is to preserve and share the history of his country. So what's the personal library of a man with such a passion like?
I see there's a lot of history here.
Yes.
You seem to have a preference for history.
Yeah. I have some general interest books as well, but I generally prefer history. I don't read fiction at all.
Old wine is fine, but old books are invaluable. One of the interesting things about this library are the old materials you'll find there. Some of them date back to over 100 years old.
First of all, I started collecting books out of interest, and then I decided to, where possible, collect original old books of the events that interested me. So I think the actual oldest would be, well, it might not qualify as a full book, but it's these British parliamentary papers, the original parliamentary papers of an 1865 hearing.
1865.
That they had into the affair in Lagos, where Lagos was bombarded.
1865.
So these are the actual Hansard.
Published in 1865.
Yeah, published in 1865. So this is the original. You have to be careful the way you carry it.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Where did you get this?
I bought it when it was decommissioned from the British Archives. So I bought it. I had to bid for it.
1865.
Well, the second in age, I guess, would be the biography of, over here, of Sir John Holy Glover, written by his wife.
Same Glover?
Yes.
The former governor?
Yes, governor of Lagos.
Of Lagos Colony?
Yes. Written by his wife, Lady Glover, just after he died. And this book is an original, so it's not a reprint. It's 1895.
1895.
Yeah. So this is what books. You can smell it. You can smell the age of the paper. There you go.
1897.
Sorry,
97. Smith, Elder and Company. So this is the story of Glover. So there must be a lot of Nigeria in here.
Oh yeah. So what I have is on this wall you'll find Nigeria and Lagos Colony. Okay. And here you'll find a lot of Biafra. And behind you there is the continuation of Nigeria and the colonial history.
So that's 1865, this is
1897.
97. Again, how do you get that?
This is the same method, but this was from the SOAS library. Again, when they decommission books based on how many times that they're referenced or asked for, there's a threshold. If they don't get queried or asked for particular, then they recommend it for delisting.
Imagine laying your hands on books about Nigeria written by the country's old colonial masters.
This book is called Native Races and Their Rulers, by Sir Charles Temple. Charles Temple was the one-time Lieutenant Governor of Nigeria and then later Governor of Nigeria, Northern Nigeria. He deputized for Lugard at the time of the amalgamation. Okay. He spoke Hausa fluently, and he'd lived in northern Nigeria for many years. He understood the entire essence of northern Nigeria. He was a very popular and very knowledgeable guy. And this is an original.
It looks very old.
I think this is 1909. Oops.
You probably use this to keep the book.
Yes.
Keep the book together.
The elastic is used to keep the... He spoke Hausa fluently and actually wrote a book in the language. And you can see it's from him himself to his friend. Yeah, so there you go. And this is an original.
1918.
1918. Wow. Yeah, because I keep